Well, nice to meet you. I don't know if we've ever met, but you're one of my favorite Survivor winners. So
Oh, I
nice to meet
appreciate
you.
that. Thank you, Sharon.
Yeah. Well, I guess how are you feeling this morning and who, I guess, or what do you hold responsible for your murder last night?
I feel all right. Like it was a great episode. Top 10. Aside from me getting murdered. But I take full responsibility of my murder. I think I talked too much. I think I talked to the wrong people. I tried to throw trust in people. I don't know. But listen, I think I had the right people on board, but they just didn't want to go with me. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I don't know. I maybe if I kept my mouth a little bit. Let me say this. I don't talk much out there. I kind of like try to like, there's a lot of big personalities. I let everybody else do their thing, and then I'll throw out here and there. And hopefully what I say means more because I don't talk that much.
Mm.
So the people that I did talk to, I wanted that it to really stick with them. But I mean, I guess it wasn't enough.
Yeah. Does it feel better that you were, or worse, that you were murdered, or would you rather have been banished? Because you would at least would have a chance to, I guess,
I
fight for
mean,
yourself.
I want to just play the game. I mean, I did have it was a better than just me being murdered. At least I was able to plead my case. I wish I pled my case a little bit different. As soon as I was done, I said, you know what I should have said? I should have said, everybody here knows I'm faithful. I throw one name. If I'm gone, that person's a traitor. And I
Mm.
think that I stay in the game. But who knows? Like I don't know. It
Hindsight's
wasn't my time.
2020. And also like it was
Yeah.
kind of nice that you switched it up as opposed to just saying, "Oh yeah, I'm a faithful guys, keep me." Like you were like, "No, traitors, I'll work with you." I thought that was interesting. That was an interesting
Yeah,
play.
so after I was like, oh man, if I stick around now and they don't murder me, I have a lot of cleaning up to do. So I was like, this is going to be a rough day tomorrow.
Hmm.
But I thought I could figure it out. I thought I would be able to like talk to enough people and gain that trust back.
Yeah. Well, you spoke about Danielle and saying her name. Did it feel better that you were right at least?
It did. I was like, it felt good. I felt so strongly about Danielle because me and Danielle, we were cool. We were real good. We talked on day one. We talked throughout the first couple days and everything, and we were really good. But she did a few things that I was like,
Hmm.
nah, that ain't it. And she's crying. I'm like, I don't believe that cry at all. And I told Derek, I said, Derek, if she asks for a shield, she's a traitor because she doesn't need a shield. Nobody's after her right now. And and she asked for a shield. So I was
Hmm.
like, yo, she's a traitor, dude.
I thought you and Danielle were going to work together just because she is a huge Survivor fan. Did you, yeah, I guess what were sort, had you met her before or no?
No, I never met her before. And we were working together. We were working together up until I figured out she was a traitor. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I wish looking back, there was times when I'd be in the library or something. I see her walking down the hall and then she just walks by. And looking back, I should have still played the same way instead of waiting for her to come to me. I should have went to her and, talked to her about like whatever, like just to keep her close. And that
Hmm.
was a misstep on my part. That's why I said like it's on me. I take full blame.
Yeah. I was going to say, were you familiar with her Big Brother game at all or anything like that?
No, I wasn't. I
Okay.
don't remember Big Brother back in the day. I don't really know many Big Brothers. I know Derek. I know
Hmm.
Derek, but that's about
Yeah.
it. He kind of filled me in on her a little bit, but yeah, I didn't know anybody out there except
Yeah.
survivors and I know of Nikki because my
Okay.
wife she used to watch her show, so I knew of Nikki.
Well, speaking of survivors, when you see Carolyn, you see Tony, you see Rob, what were your thoughts? Were like, this could be good for me or this is going to be bad for me?
It's always good to see people that you know. I have a really good reputation in Survivor.
Hmm.
So I was like, yo, I need these people to spread that reputation to everybody. So it was good to see them. I know Tony. Tony's crazy. I know how he plays. Like me and Tony are good. So I was super glad to see him out there. Carolyn, I was happy. Rob, I wasn't sure of because the way we left off on on
Winners
season
at
fifth
War.
on season was it Winners at War.
40,
I was
yeah.
just what I wasn't sure, but still like I was like, yo, this is Rob. Like I'm a survivor. Like we played together. This will work out. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like yeah, I'm always happy to see familiar faces. You know.
Yeah, of course. And Danielle was the one who wanted you out, obviously. Do you think, and we saw Carolyn get emotional, but do you think Carolyn and Rob should have fought for you a little bit more?
I do.
Yeah.
I think they both should have fought. I think Bob the drag queen should have fought for me more. Like
Mm,
I had Bob's back. When Dylan's going after Bob, I'm like, yo, Dylan. I mean, yo, Bob, they're going after you, yo. Like I got your back. I told you, like, yo, if your name comes up, I got you. And yeah, like I think that I don't know. I shouldn't have gone home. I should not have had I had three of the four traders. I had them. They were with me.
mm.
And they let one person, take me out.
But in terms of the survivors too, do you think it was too early for even Rob, or sorry, the traders to turn on Bob the drag queen so early? Was that surprising to you or no?
Yeah, I don't think it's so too early because like I was like it's about time that a traitor needed to be caught. You know what I
Right.
mean? Um, if
It was messy.
I wish it was one vote earlier. You know what I mean? If it was
Right.
even earlier, I would be good, you know? So I don't know. Like it's gonna get ugly now, but yeah, who knows? You know.
When you went out of the game, who did you think were the traders?
So I had Danielle.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so then Dylan was walking down the hall. Dylan's walking towards me and he's like smiling from the other room. He comes out the room smiling and he's still smiling when we cross paths and he goes, oh, they got our guy, they got our boy. And he's laughing. I'm like, traitor, you got Tony, I got you. You know what I mean? Little things like that stick out. So I thought he was. And then in the coffins, I knew Nikki wasn't a traitor. So me and Nikki, we had a lot of good conversations. And then Sierra's like, not even trying to hide the fact, like she's like, we're gonna find you. And I'm like, traitor, you know what I mean? Like she's in on it, you know what I mean? So I thought those two were and Derek would say he would tell me he was like one of the
Three.
other two that came in with me, one of them are traders. And I actually first thought it was Wes because Wes does a lot of things that you're like Wes thinks he's smarter than everybody, so he does a lot of things that are like that we like us survivors, we catch on to him. We're like, yo, that ain't it, you know?
Mm.
And so he was doing some things. So I was like, yo, it could be him. I didn't think it was gonna be Rob, but you know.
And when you found out it was Rob and Carolyn and what was your reaction, I
I was
guess?
disappointed. I was
Yeah.
disappointed that they didn't have my back, like at one point in the game, I talked to all three of those traders and or the other three aside from Danielle. I talked to those three and told them like we are good. I have your back. If your name comes up, I got you. And so looking back, I'm like, there's no way they would be traders because I had their back. You're like,
Mm.
I got you. And for them to turn their back, I was like, oh, it's not even good gameplay to me. You know what I mean? Like I saw Carolyn. I loved the way that she was upset and she was crying and stuff like that. And that was cool. Like, yes, you should feel like that.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean?
Well, and then what were your thoughts on Rob going after Tony? We saw your react. You were like, what's going on here? But
It was just it wasn't needed.
mm,
I thought that so everybody was on Tony. Like we were in the car ride and it was me, Tony, Gabby, Nikki, and Bob. And that's when I threw out the name Danielle. I said, can we all just get on the same page? If we're all on the same page, if I'm wrong with Danielle, don't ever listen to me ever again. But I feel strongly about this. And when we got there to the round table and Gabby said, Tony, I was like, I'm done. Like, I can't even go after the person that I wanted to because this is what I thought of it as. You ever see what's that show? There's a movie with Kaiser Soze
okay.
and he goes, how he was his hand was like this. He was like, what do you do if you try to shoot the devil in the back? What if you miss? And I was like, yo, I can't miss this shot on Danielle. Once I shoot her, I gotta get her.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't want to go at her at that moment.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
maybe I should
tricky.
have.
I mean, you
Pretty
were
good.
right. It's just tricky.
Yeah.
And Jeremy, like, you've been on Survivor. What made you want to do this show? What made you say yes? Was there any hesitation?
No, so like so I'm kind of done with reality TV. Like I don't really do it anymore. I'm
That's
a
what I
fighter.
thought. That's why I was like,
Yes.
oh, Jeremy's doing this. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm sitting in bed watching like my wife turns it on, season 2. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I leaned over, I said, I would do this. And she's like, really? I said, I would do this. This looks so fun. I would play. And it was the next day that I got a phone call.
Oh,
It was
wow.
it was wild. I said, yo, like I'm interested. And a week later they were like sending me all the information. I was good.
Amazing. Who
Yeah.
who else from the Survivor community? Can we get Natalie Anderson on Traitors, you think?
So I don't know if she would like it. I mean, she'd probably like it. She'd probably like it. I would say I think uh Michelle Fitz,
Yeah.
she would do good. I think I know Fishback wants it. I know he would like
Hmm.
to be on there. But so I said the one person that should be on every episode, every season of Survivor, and I think she would blow up a castle. And that's Abby Maria. I think
Oh, yes.
you put her on there, it would be a bloodbath. It would be unreal. She couldn't be a traitor though. I don't think she could
No,
do
she has
what
to be a
Carolyn did.
messy
Yes,
faithful.
yes. Carolyn is doing a really good job. If you put Abby out there, she thinks there's going to be 19 other traitors, and she won't believe anybody, and it would be beautiful television. It'd be
Yeah.
wonderful.
Is there a way to like prepare for this game? Was there anything you did? Obviously, you watched the previous seasons, but like, or did you have a strategy in your head of like, this is what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to lay low, or I'm going to, was there any sort of strategy, or you're just like, let me go in there and see what happens?
No, I was just trying to go play. I mean, if I was gonna be a trader, there was things that I was thinking about doing, but
Mm,
like just going in, I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna try to get an alliance and try to figure things out that way.
yep.
It's not like Survive. Survive, I did a lot of different things to like I grew up my nails to pick to pick the knots. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I
interesting.
stopped eating to shrink my stomach. I did a lot of things to prepare. For this one, I was like, no, let's just go and play. Let's go have fun and
Yeah.
yeah.
And did you want to be a trader? Remind me. I forget what you told Alan.
I did. I
You
did
did.
want to be a trader. I did. I felt like the traders have all the power in the game. I need that.
Yeah.
I need the knowledge. You know what I mean? I need to
Of
know where
course.
everything's happened. So I don't know. Being a faithful is cool, but I don't know. You want that power, like you wanna like, I don't know, you wanna wield your strength on everybody,
Yeah, and I really thought because you have a different reputation than Rob and Tony. You all have different reputations, but you're the nice guy. You're trustworthy, at least in my eyes as a fan. And so yeah, I was like, Jeremy's good. Like
I
everyone's
think it would be good. I think
right.
I think I would be good. I think I would they wouldn't have suspected. Yeah.
Exactly. I know we have to wrap up, but Jeremy, are you really done with reality TV? Maybe come back for the Traitors or another show? What do you
Uh
think?
Listen, I love Traders. Traders is
Did you have fun?
I yes, I had a really good time in Traders. I would do Traders again. I
Okay.
would.
Okay.
Um Other than that, like people call me for different shows and stuff, and I'm like, come on, I'm at the spy station. Leave me alone. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I'm coaching my kids sports. Like
Yeah.
leave me alone. I'm busy.
Yeah. How's the family? How's Belle and everyone?
Really good, really good.
Good.
Everybody's really good. My oldest is in Italy right now.
Oh, wow.
My second is playing basketball in Jersey, and I'm just running around with the two boys, playing basketball, and yeah, it's
I
what it's good
love
stuff.
that. Well,
Yeah.
thanks, Jeremy. I appreciate you chatting with me today. Like I said, a huge fan of yours, and I hope we see you back at some point. It'll be fun.
We'll see. Maybe, Sharon.
All right.
Good
Thanks.
to
Have a
meet
good
you.
one.
All right.
Bye.